Today we're going to show you how to install the Leviton ITAV Auto-Switching Wallplate system with the optional Leviton 8-button control panel. This system extends one VGA and two HDMI inputs up to 70 meters to a display or projector with no programming required. And it lets you control power, source selection, and volume of the display or projector from a fixed location in the room. The system includes an HD-Base-T auto-switching wallplate, 70-meter receiver, and 8-button control panel. The tools you'll need include a Phillips head screwdriver, a small screwdriver, a USB thumb drive, and a USB Type-A female-to-male micro USB adapter cable. This system works with two installed and tested Cat6a cable links that connect the transmit end to the receive end and the control panel to the transmit end. Before you begin, you should have already pulled your Cat6a cables and terminated them to the Cat6a connectors. At the transmit end, locate the Cat6a connector that links to the receive end. Insert a Cat6a patch cord into this connector. Coil the cable and the patch cord into the wall box. Attach the jumper cable included with the auto-switching wall plate to the back of the wall plate at the port labeled Out RS-232. Attach the jumper cable to the Cat6a connector that links to the 8-button control panel location. Insert the other end of the Cat6a patch cord into the back of the auto-switching wall plate port marked HD-BT Out. Next, slide the wall plate into the wall box. Use a Phillips head screwdriver to secure the wall plate in place. Then, install any dual-gang Decora wall plate. At the 8-button control panel location, insert the supplied adapter cable into the back of the panel. The 2-conductor connector inserts at the top port labeled PWR. The 3-conductor connector inserts at the bottom port labeled RS-232-3. Insert the other end of the cable into a previously installed Cat6a connector. Slide the control panel into the wall box. Use a Phillips head screwdriver to secure the panel in place. We've mounted the 70-meter receiver onto a Leviton structured media panel, but it can be easily attached to a display or a projector mount. The panel easily inserts into a structured media enclosure. Use the push pins to secure it in place. For this project, we've extended the video signal from the source to a classroom projector. Insert the projector's HDMI cable into the port labeled HDMI Out on the HD-Base-T receiver. Connect the IR emitter supplied with the 8-button control panel to the IR Out port on the HD-Base-T receiver. Connect a Cat6a patch cord between the receive end of the tested link and the HD-Base-T receiver. Insert the patch cord into the port labeled HD-BT In. Now, attach the receiver's power cord. Insert the HDMI cable into the projector's HDMI port. Be sure to secure the IR emitter at the projector IR target location. While there is typically an adhesive element on the end, it's recommended you secure the emitter with a piece of tape. The installation is complete. To set the auto-switching wall plate to auto-select mode, simply hold the Source Auto button until it lights up. Now the wall plate will automatically switch to the most recent device plugged in. Removing a device will cause it to switch to another active port. To switch to manual mode, press and hold the Source Auto button until the light turns off. Then, press the Source Auto button to manually cycle through the 3 ports. To ensure uninterrupted control when using the 8-button control panel, we recommend leaving the auto-switching wall plate in manual mode. To set up the 8-button control panel with the specific IR codes for the display or projector, press and hold the On button until the light turns off. Then, press and hold the VGA button until all the buttons light up. Next, put the system into learning mode by using a small screwdriver to momentarily press the Learn button on the auto-switching wall plate. Then, to sync the control panel with your remote, press the button on the panel for the function you want to set up. While that button is blinking, aim your IR remote at the auto-switching wall plate IR in target and press the corresponding button on the remote. the button on the control panel will stop blinking. Set up the remaining 3 buttons in the same sequence. Use this process to sync the power on, power off, volume up, and volume down functions from the display or projector. To exit the learning mode, you can let the control panel time out, or press and hold the lock button in the bottom right corner of the panel. To unlock the control panel, enter the 4-button sequence starting with the on button and working your way down the left side of the panel. The auto-switching wall plate, after being synced with the 8-button control panel, stores the IR codes. This information can be copied from the wall plate for download into other auto-switching wall plates, anywhere in the facility where the same display or projector is installed. To copy the IR codes, first use the USB adapter cable to connect the USB drive to the auto-switching wall plate. Next, using a small screwdriver, press and hold the Learn button. Simultaneously press and hold the Source Auto button. When the Source Auto button begins to flash, the wall plate is copying the data to the USB drive. Once the button stops flashing, the codes are stored. To paste the IR codes into another wall plate, simply attach the USB drive and using a small screwdriver, press and hold the Learn button until the Source Auto button begins to flash. When the button stops flashing, you know the data was successfully transferred. To learn more about Leviton IT AV solutions, visit leviton.com/ITAV.